It's super beautiful out here right now, but tonight at midnight it's gonna start raining, and it's gonna start raining a lot. That rain is gonna continue all through tomorrow into tomorrow night, and then it's gonna freeze and turn into snow. I've packed a few essential items in my backpack here, extra clothes, camera gear, a whole bunch of delicious food, but I've left two very important items out of this trip. One is any form of shelter, and the other is a sleeping bag. I'm not completely crazy. I do have a little wool blanket as well as this pad to sleep on to keep me out of the water. But the goal for this trip is to build a shelter, survival style shelter, and I'm gonna try and make it waterproof. I'm pretty confident that I'm gonna be able to survive, but the question is whether or not I will be super soaking wet and cold for 2 nights. I forgot to mention, for anyone who might be a little bit concerned about the amount of trees I'm taking down to do this, this is on a friend's private property. I've got full permission from him, and he's got 2 young kids who are super stoked to have a new tree fort. So I know it's still taking down trees, but kids are gonna love it. So I think I found the spot here. I've got this tree, which I'm gonna tie a horizontal ridge pole coming out this way. And I'm gonna lean it on a tripod. And then I can lean a bunch of sticks and logs and all kinds of different hemlock boughs and insulate the shelter. And on this side, I've got this flat rock face, which is sweet because I'll have a nice long fire along the length of this rock face, and it's gonna reflect the heat onto me sleeping right here. I'm not gonna lay down because this ground is quite wet, but yeah, it's easier said than done. So I just ran into an issue here that could be potentially devastating to this trip. This axe is done for, completely split here. If I swing it one more time, the head's gonna go flying, so I'm not even gonna mess with it. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I can make do without it. I'm gonna try. But to be honest, this kind of really sucks even more because this is my girlfriend's grandfather's axe that was passed down to me. He's still alive, which is a good thing, but kind of it's old and it's definitely seen better days. But yeah, that's too bad. I don't like breaking things. I think I might just add a few more logs to this, and then I should be set. This thing is nice and sturdy, but it's almost time to start putting some of these boughs on and really getting this thing waterproof. It's getting dark, so I'm not stressing yet, but I'm feeling the pressure. Look at this pile. Oh. I don't know. Alright, I'm almost done here. I'm well past the 12-hour mark of hard physical labor, but I think it's going to be well worth it. I saved a couple extra of these so that I could insulate my bedding. It'll be like a nice Tempur-Pedic mattress, hopefully. And it'll keep my butt from getting too cold against the cold ground. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I could pass out right now. I gotta keep going. I haven't even had dinner yet. Just got some water boiled up here, doing some dehydrated chili. It's quick, it's easy, and it's full of calories. I'm so done. I can hear the wind really starting to pick up. I think it'll be a matter of minutes before the rain is here. And I'll find out real quick how waterproof this shelter is. Okay, well, I got what I came here for, and according to my scientific research, this shelter is not waterproof. I hung up this emergency blanket here behind me to try and block some of the water that was seeping through, but there was no use. I'm soaked to the bone right now, and yeah, I really didn't sleep very much at all, so I feel like I'm like tapping out of a loan or something right now, but yeah, I think I'm gonna head back. It's not smart. I'm like soaking wet. Everything I have is soaking wet, and it's gonna drop below freezing tonight and start snowing, so it's just not a smart move. Yeah, it is what it is. I learned something new, and I learned that I need to improve my shelter building skills. Before I head out, I'm gonna make a quick coffee and a nice little breakfast. It's well deserved. I was not expecting this to be overcooked. I thought it was going to be raw on the inside. It's okay. As always, it's still going to be good. Nothing takes your mind off being freezing cold and wet like a steak cooked over a campfire. It's really hitting the spot right now. You know, even though this shelter didn't turn out the way I had hoped, it was still a lot of fun to be able to come out here and do something like this. I feel like I learned a lot about building a shelter, and I actually think I know what went wrong in terms of the waterproofing. I think the logs that I had laid on an angle were sitting a little too shallow like this, and so the rain was just falling straight down. If I had put them on more of a steeper angle, then the rain would have washed off the back. I'm gonna head home and read some more survival books and figure out what really went wrong here. I feel like it was cool to be able to just dive right in. I realized I probably shouldn't have done this on the rainiest weekend of 2024 so far, but nonetheless, that was an absolute blast. It's always fun getting out here. I just cannot wait to get into some dry clothes and get some good sleep tonight. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.